Okay guys, so today's session I'm going to cover a very important topic called validation. Guys, this is very important topic, and I'll explain what is this validation all about, and then we'll show you guys how to create validation rule, and then testing part will be there. So first of all, I'll just explain what is this validation. So guys, validation, the name itself is saying validation means validating something. Okay. Now, here if you talk about definition, then validation definition says validation is a rule which validate two or more than two data as per given criteria. Now, I'll just let you know guys one scenario here. Then you will be able to understand the definition very well. Now, say for example, I am having two terms of payment. These are two terms of payment, and here in terms of payment, if you guys are able to remind, we are having baseline date. So for this baseline date, for this A030, okay, if you apply terms of payment A030, then system is going to make invoices due exactly after 30 days. Whereas if you apply a terms of payment B030, in that case also system is going to make the invoices due exactly after 30 days. But if that is the case, then what is the difference between both terms of payment? So the difference between both terms of payment is A030. If you apply a terms of payment A030, then this terms of payment is going to calculate 30 days from your document date. And if you apply terms of payment B030, then this is going to make invoices due, or the due date calculation will be started from posting date. This is the difference here. Now let's suppose we are having, this is called baseline date, so that you will be able to understand. Now let's suppose we are having one invoice. For that invoice, the document date is 01/10/2017, whereas the posting date is or make it 8. So the document date is 1st of October or September, 1st of October, and the posting date is 8th of October. Now, if that is the case, and here while posting an invoice, if you apply terms of payment A030, then when invoice is going to due, in the case number 1, invoice is going to be due exactly on 30th 10, but here in below case it could be 6th or 7th. Let's suppose 07 11 2000. This is how it will work. This is how it will work. Hope you guys are able to remind the terms of payment which already I have covered long back, and I explained this scenario already. Now here, if you look at this case, what is happening? Users are a bit confused while choosing the terms of payment during invoice posting. Say for example, organization says that we are going to follow this terms of payment B030 always in each and every cases. Okay. In certain cases, this terms of payment will be used by a different department. Okay, in a different case, and that is why both terms of payment has been created. But during invoice posting, if organization said that this terms of payment will be used, since mistake is obvious because we are human being, so sometime what is happening in 5% or 10% cases, user just once the user select invoices, they are going to select invoices by reading the description of the terms of payment. So for this also same description, for this also same description is there. So by mistake, and even if the description will be little bit changed also, they will say like 30 days due net. So 30 days due net will be here also and here also. So by mistake, sometime few of the users are able to select this terms of payment. So now, if this is the case, and if the user has selected this terms of payment, then what is the impact here? The invoice which was supposed to be due on 7th of November, that invoice become due on 38th of October itself. So because of one single mistake or a small mistake, the payment has been received by vendor 8 days earlier. So if the vendor is receiving payment earlier, they are not having any problem. They will not ask people that why you have made payment earlier. And if we have made payment earlier, it doesn't mean that we are going to recover those payment and saying that no, we have made your payment 8 days earlier. So you just refund that amount and then we are going to make your payment once again on 7th of November. Because if you are going to use a refund process, that is going to take another 15 days or 20 days or maybe 1 month. So that is also not applicable. So here there is a loss, because if you talk about big organizations, they will have even a single day also they are going to consider, isn't it? So on daily basis they are going to utilize their fund in a different by investing them in a different activities and all. So this is why this is a matter of grave concern, and they will raise this request and they will ask the consultant that guys, these are the problem which we are facing. We have reminded our employees several times that do not apply this terms of payment. After saying 100 times also, still there are some people who uh, you know select this terms of payment by mistake. So now you guys just tell me something. Is there any possibility that system is going to do something by which whether they select this one or this one, it doesn't matter. The system the system should always consider posting date itself. If the system is going to consider posting date, then what will happen here also, if they are going to apply this terms of payment also, system is going to calculate 30 days from posting date itself. And if this terms of payment, in this case also, already we have defined posting date. But whatever they are asking, that is not possible, because here for A030 baseline date already we have defined document date. So now what we have to do, either we have to change the terms of payment A030 and baseline date, we are going to make it posting date. But if that is the case, then why do we have two terms of payment with similar configuration? It means we must have to delete one and then keep only one terms of payment. And if we are going to delete this one, then what will happen? The second or the different team who might have requested to create this terms of payment, once again they'll come back and they'll say that I need this terms of payment, so you kindly create again. So the previous solution is not possible to change the configurations and all. Now, what is the solution here? So solution is, we are going to apply a validation rule. What are we going to apply? We are going to apply a validation rule. And what kind of rule we are going to apply? We are going to say to the system that here document date equals posting date. In the sense, we apply a validation rule. What validation rule? Means whenever any user posts a document, the document date and posting date must be same. In the sense, if they are going to post the document today, by default system is going to update today's date in document date. So sorry, posting date. So document date also they have to copy and paste in the posting date also, document date also they have to copy the posting date and they have to paste it in document date. Why? Because we have applied a validation rule. So whenever user is going to post a document, let's suppose posting date is 01, posting date is 08/10/2017, then document date also must be the same. User must have to give the same document date, then only system is going to consider this for posting, or else if any changes, if this and this is not equals, then system will throw an error. Okay, systems to throw an error. So once the error throw by system, or once the error is thrown by system, what will happen? User will come to know that he has made a mistake. Document date and posting date is different one. Okay. Now I said document date and posting date must be equals. So what is the benefit? Okay, so guys, I'll just tell you why I have defined this document date equals to posting date. I have just applied a validation. I've just set up a validation rule and I said that document date must be equals to posting date. Why? Because see, the problem is when in this case itself, we are having invoice received on this first, invoice got printed on first and invoice has received on 8th. So the first will be treated as a document date and 8th will be treated as a posting date. Now what will happen if we have instructed users that you do one thing, whatever your posting date is there, keep the same posting date even in document date also. Now let me keep here. So if I keep the same posting date, then what will happen, even if they are going to apply this terms of payment or this terms of payment, it doesn't matter, because the posting date itself I have given in document date. So if system calculate 30 days from here, in that case also system is going to make invoices due on the same day. Whereas if they are going to assign this terms of payment, in that case also system is going to make the invoices due on the same date, in the sense like almost posting date, you can say that system is going to calculate. In this case also system is going to calculate from 8th. In this case also system is going to calculate from 8th. So in both the cases invoices will be due on the exact required, whatever the day we are expecting, on that day itself it is going to be due. Okay, so now we are having two options. First of all, we can say them that you do one thing, you instruct your users that document date and posting date keep the same date in both field. Whatever posting date is there, just copy this posting date and give in document date. Okay. So in that case, what will happen? Invoice is going to be due exactly after 30 days, and in both cases, system is going to consider posting date itself. Why? Because in document date also posting date itself we have copied. Okay, so 30 days calculation will be there in each cases. 30 days calculation is going to happen from posting date itself, and in that case vendor is not going to receive early payment. Now if they have instructed these things to their user, again as I said, since mistake is obvious because of human being and all, now here what will happen here, once again somebody's are giving posting date and document date same. Sometimes some people are not able to follow these things, they forgotten. So once they posted, nothing can be done, right? And if they forgotten, it's already saved, it got into system, and then after, again in that case vendor is going to receive payment, early payment itself. So now they will come back once again then saying that their employees are not following this strictly. So you do one thing, you do something so that if document date and posting date is not equals, then system should not allow them to proceed further. It means you you have to do something in background or in configurations and all, so that if document date and posting date is not equals, then system should not allow them to proceed further. So in that case what we are going to do, we are going to write a validation rule. So generally what will happen, once they come back to us and if they are asking the solution, we can say that this is the solution. Either you instruct your employee to follow this strictly, and still if they are making mistake, then we have to write a validation rule. They will say that yes, you can write a validation rule, because if the people are making mistake here, it means 200% chances are there that they are going to make mistake here also. So why to take chance, just write a validation rule, and in that case what will happen, we are going to write a validation rule. So I'll just let you know guys how to write a validation rule, and then I'll do testing, then you will be having better understanding. Okay guys, so now I'll do one thing, I'll explain the scenario here. Since we are having two terms of payment, TM30 and TM31, if you look at TM30, what is here in TM30, baseline date is posting date. It means whatever document we are going to post, system is going to count 30 days from posting date if we give terms of payment TM30. Whereas if you use terms of payment TM31, then what is happening here, also 30 days due date, it means invoice is going to be due exactly after 30 days, but those 30 days will be calculated from document date. So there is no difference at all in terms of text and everything. The only one difference is we are having a difference of baseline date. Now I'll let you know guys the impact. See the impact once, what kind of impact is going to happen. See here, we'll post two invoices. We'll post two invoices by using both terms of payment, and then I'll let you know what is the impact. So generally Tata Motor is having agreement with the vendor that whenever they receive invoices, their 30 days will be calculated from that point of time. Okay, it means 30 days will be calculated from posting date, because if they receive invoices, whatever the receipt date is there, that is treated as a posting date. On that date itself, system Tata Motor is going to post the invoices also. Now here you just give your vendor number. I'm going to post an invoice. So here I'm going to see invoice date is nothing but document date. So I'll give 01, then 10, 2017, and amount 1000. GL account, any expense related GL, and here 1000. Okay, let me check. I'll just remove withholding tax here. Now click on payment, and we are going to select terms of payment here. TM30. Terms of payment is TM30. Let's suppose by default it is coming. If it is not coming from vendor master, then we have to give here manually. So TM30 is appearing correctly. So we'll post one invoice by using TM30. And now I'll do one thing. Generally, just assume that terms of payment we have not given to the vendor master. So I'll just removing that because it is getting copied from there. So let me remove. So here just give the vendor number, press enter. So press enter once again to see terms of payment. Here it is, remove and save. Since vendor is selling 2-3 kind of different items, and for every item different terms of payment will be applicable. That's what we are not given any terms of payment. Let's suppose, just assume that terms of payment is not there in the vendor master. So what will happen? It is not going to be copied from vendor master, and user is going to enter this terms of payment manually over there. Now, so what we are going to do, so the changes got saved. Now what we are going to do, and even just, okay, now we'll do one thing, we'll post an invoice once again with the same detail. Now here again the same detail will be there. Click on withholding tax and remove TDS because we have to check, we are going to test for validations and all. So don't keep this. Press enter. Nothing is there. Okay, anyway, click on payment. Okay, we have made a mistake here. We have not given amount generally. So give amount here 1000 and then click on payment. And then give your terms of payment. Now let's suppose by mistake we have opted TM31. Generally it was TM30. What will happen? People will select like this. Okay. So let's suppose if you have to choose terms of payment, how we are going to choose. Now here people will check one by one, like people who keep on invoice posting on daily basis. They knows like what is their terms of payment, so they just scroll down like this, okay, and see here we are having TM30 also same description, this one also same description. They double click in hurry they have double click on this one, and that's how they selected TM31 and then post it. Post this. So now we have posted. Click on post once again. So we have posted 2 documents, guys. Now let's see the balance here. If you see for your company code, now we have posted 2 documents on same date. Okay. Here in this case, withholding tax got deducted. That's why it is showing 900, or else it was also supposed to be 1000 itself. Anyway, so here the same 2 transaction we have posted, but the first transaction is going to be due on 31st of this one October, and second in the sense first is going to be due on 8th of November and second one is going to be due on 31st of October. It means the second one for this line item an early payment is going to happen. Why? Because here terms of payment is different and here terms of payment is different. Now, so here while selecting terms of payment, there might be a chances that people are going to make mistake. So what will happen? Your system is going to calculate 30 days. This is also for 30 days and this is also for 30 days. Your system is going to calculate 30 days from document date, posting date, and in this case system is going to calculate 30 days from document date. So what was the requirement? That do something so that document date also will be a posting date itself. It means we have to enter posting date here in document date also. So what will happen? 0909 if we are going to enter here also, and if you enter 31st this TM31 also, then if it is 09, then system is going to count 30 days from document date. But in document date, what is there? Posting date itself we have updated in document date field also. So even if system is going to count 30 days from here also we are having 09. So item is going to be due on 8th of November. Okay, so this is how we can avoid the mistake. So now if you instruct user that you must have to enter document date, in document date field you must have to enter posting date itself, there might be a chances still people are able to miss 5%. In 5% of the cases they are going to make mistake. So in order to reduce those mistakes till 0%, what we have to do, we have to write a validation rule and we have to say that document date must be equals to posting date. It means whenever you are going to enter an invoice, whenever users are going to post an invoice, the document date, whatever document date is there, the same date supposed to be there in posting date also, guys. If not, then system will throw an error. So what kind of rules we are going to write? What kind of rule we are going to write? We are going to write a validation rule. How to write a validation rule? Let me explain here. So in order to write validation rule, we are having transaction code OB28. Press enter. We are going to use transaction code OB28. OB28, then click on new entry. Company code TM10. Call point. Guys, what is this call point? I'll just explain. Whenever, see here we are having 3 kind of call point, 1, 2, 3. One is standing for document header, 2 is for line item, and third is for entire document. So what is this call point? This is a very important question, can be asked by people during interview. So guys, I was explaining what is this call point. See, call point or call up point. Here we are having 3 kind of call up point: document header, line item, and complete document. So what is this all about? First of all, see, whenever you are going to write a validation rule, we have to define the validation rule we are writing. Okay, for of course we are going to write validation rule which is going to validate two or more than two data. So whatever data are getting validated, those data or those fields where they are lying, it means here we are going to validate invoice date, so-called document date and posting date. So these comes under header. Whatever these details are there, this is called header, and these are called line item. So here both field, whatever we are going to define a validation rule, these both fields are lying in at header level. Okay, if two fields belongs to this line item, then we are going to choose line item level. If few fields are here and one field is here, it means one is from here and one is from here, then you can say entire document. So here our validation is at document header level because our both fields are appearing in document header, in the sense header level itself. So I am going to select one as a call point and then just save this. Okay, just save it. Now double click on the line item, double click on this line. So once you double click, system has brought you inside. Now click on create validation. It means validation. Once you click, you can give validation name, you can give your company code here itself, and if you want to give any, you can give a text like this, and then once it is given, then click on step. Click on step. So inside of step, see here, step got created. Here, step got created. Now see, you can write a name, document date equals to posting date, and press enter. Now, so we are having three fields: prerequisites, checks, and message. Click on prerequisites. Prerequisites means what, guys? If you go anywhere to open your bank account, what is the prerequisites to create a bank account? You should have your ID proof, you should have your address proof, and apart from this, few photographs. If you go and buy a mobile SIM card, almost similar prerequisites will be there. It means under which circumstances your account can be created in a bank. If you are having those things, if you are having those details, then only bank is going to create your, or they are going to give you an account, or they are going to open your account in their bank. So for them, that is the prerequisite. Now here, if you have to define a validation rule, here also we have to define prerequisites, means under which circumstances this validation rule works. So this validation rule, whatever validation rule we are having, this validation rule works in case if the company code is Tata Motor, because this requirement is read by Tata Motor itself. If the company code is Tata Motor, then only this should work. And apart from this, let's suppose this problem is happening due to in vendor invoice posting itself. So vendor invoice we are posting by using transaction code FB60. So it means this validation should work only if the company code is this one and transaction code is FB60. So under prerequisites, what we are going to define, just click on find button and write company code, press enter button. Click on find button, type company code and press enter button. See here company code is appearing, and beside that, this is called technical name of company code. This is a table and this is a technical name, BUKRS. Bookers means company code. So double click on company code. If you double click, see here, the technical name is appearing. It means the company code. Bookers is nothing but your company code. So company code, then click on this symbol equals. This is called booleans. Guys, this whatever symbols are there, that is called booleans. So click on equals and then click on constant. Constant means what? Constant means company code equals what? So company code equals TM10. Press enter button. So here I have given the first criteria, company code equals TM10. Company code, see here the technical name is appearing of company code. So company code equals TM10 and so click on and then once again click on find button and transaction code equals to FB60. So click on find button and search transaction code. Transaction code, type transaction code and press enter. System is going to find where is the transaction code. System found here is the transaction code and this is the technical name. So once you double click on transaction code, the technical name is appearing and transaction code, click on equals. Equals is also appearing. Click on constant, which transaction code should appear. So give constant. Constant can be given like FB60. It means whatever validation rule we are going to define, this is going to work only if the company code is TM10 and transaction code is FB60. Guys, here technical name is appearing. Maybe once you guys are going to define directly your this functional name will appear, company code and transaction code. So don't be confused because there is a small change in the setting and which is why this technical name is appearing. In your case, there may be a chances that this functional name can appear. So don't be confused. There is no difference at all. A equals to B or B equals to C. Both are same itself. Okay. Now I have given company code equals to TM10 and T code equals to transaction code equals to FB60. So in both cases, what is happening? It is this rule is going to work. Okay. In both cases, this rule is this rule will work only if the company code is TM10 and transaction code is FB60. Okay. Now, if that is the case, if this is the prerequisites, then what system is going to check? It means if we are having, okay, so now I have defined this prerequisites, means under which circumstances this validation rule works. But if this is the case, if the company code is Tata Motor, it means TM10 and transaction code is FB60, then what system is going to check? What system is going to validate? So click on check. Okay, what system is going to check? It means what system is going to validate. So click on find button once again and system is going to check whether document D means system is going to consider this as a document date. So system is going to check whether document date equals, see somewhere here posting date also will be there, here itself, double click, sorry, equals could not get type. So I'll do one thing, here type equals, okay, I've given here. So now I've given first of all document date, then type equals and then posting date. See, this is the technical name of document date and this is the technical name of posting date. If you see here document date, see here, this is the technical name, document date equals to posting date. There is a technical name of posting date which is here. So if above is the prerequisite, in the sense if the transaction code is FB60 and company code is TM10, then what system is going to check or what system is going to validate? System is going to validate document date equals to posting date, whether it is there or not. If it is there, there is no problem, guys. System happily going to allow the users to post the transaction. In case if it is not there, then what will happen? Then it should throw an error, okay, or it could warn the candidate, it could warn the users. It depends upon client whatever they are going to. So in that case, click on message. If the document date is not equals to posting date, then what will happen? Then see, then a message will appear. Okay, now this message could be error message also, it could be warning message also, it could be just an information, and it could be cancel. See, here we are having four type of messages. Message type, first of all we have to decide which kind of message type will appear, whether it is error message, warning message, or just information message, or it could be cancel. Cancel in the sense like if you made any mistake, so entire screen is going to disappear. But that is not advisable. Why? Because like if you have entered all the details and because of a small mistake, if an entire screen disappear, then again you'll have to re-enter all the details once again. Better to give error or warning, that is two kind of messages are preferable, and people always go for error message itself because error message will not allow you to proceed further. But warning message, if you press enter button second time, it means you can avoid the that warning message also. So here we are going to define this. Here error message itself we are going to give. So it means system is going to throw an error message, but that message will have which kind of information, what the message is going to say. Okay, so those also we can. So you just click on message class. We can define our own message. Just click on message class here, click on edit button under message class, and then click on next free number, because already several messages are already defined. So click on next free number. See here, the next free number is 33. Double click on 33 and then type document date is not equals to posting date. Document date is not equals to posting date. So even whatever the employees are there, if these kind of error appear, immediately they are going to understand that where is the problem. System is saying that just check document date is not equals to posting date, isn't it? So whichever message you want to appear over there, you have to define. Just check document date is not equals to posting date. Generally simple message we are going to type here, document date equals to not equals to posting date. So anyway, I've just typed this one itself. Save it. Save this and click on back button. And then what message number we have defined? Remind 33 was the message number. And see here, message text is not appearing, but once you press enter, whatever text we have given, that is going to appear. Oh my god, 33 was not there. Let me check. What was the message number, guys? Let me check once again. Next used. Once again, next used. So let me 32. This is our just check document date is not equals to posting date, right? This one I have defined. So 033. Here 033 I have to give. Press enter. Now it is coming. I have entered only 33. I was supposed to give 033. So see here, this text will appear. Now you need to save it. So guys, we have done with our validation configuration. It means we have configured the validation rule, and now let me save this. We have to do a few more steps are there which is remain. So once we follow, then the complete validation rule will be defined here, that will be completed, and then within 2 minutes we are going to perform the testing also. Okay, so that is saved. Now click on back button. Once again back button, and once again back button, once again back button. We have to come on the first screen. So click on back button once again. See, we came on first screen. Now give your validation which we have defined, TM10, press enter. So TM10 we have given, press enter, and then activation level. So here if you press 1, then this validation is going to be activated. Okay, and then save it. Okay, now double click once again, and here is our rule, validation rule. Here description is not saved, that's what description was not appearing. Now come back once again. Now if you press enter, then description also will appear. Oh my god, description once again could not save. Anyway, that's not a problem. So here we have created validation rule and we have activated also, and I press enter button, save it, and then now we are going to perform testing part. What testing we are going to do? We are going to post an invoice here once again. And see, I am going to give a different document date. See, document date and posting date, if it is equals, then system is not going to throw error. So what I am going to give? I am going to give a different document date and different posting date, so that, because we have to check whether system is throwing error or not. See, these details I have given. Now press enter button or click on simulate. Let's see. Press enter once again, because that is a warning message. System is saying that your due date will be in past. Now system is going to check in background, and see here this appeared. Just check, document date is not equals to posting date. If you press enter once again and try to click on post, click on post. Now see, system is not allowing you to post. Even if you keep on posting 100 times also, if you apply it, if you click on post, system will not allow you until unless we are going to make this same, make this document date and posting date same, and then press enter button. Then what will happen? System is going to post this document. Press enter once again. System is going to post this document. See, the document got posted successfully. Okay, so now here whatever validation we have defined, that is working fine. It's working well. And here in the first case, what was there? Invoice date means document date was not equals to posting date. So it was working. Sorry, it was throwing error. And now once if we have given the posting date and document date equals, then system is able to post this document successfully. So that's all guys in validation rule. If anybody is having any question, just ask me. If not, then we'll finish this session here itself. We'll share you the recorded part.